Hello everybody and welcome to Sin City Living. My name is Jason. I'll be bringing you today's episode. Now, most of the updates and things for the channel we're putting at the end of each video so that people can skip right through it, skip right to it and hear about it, or just not watch that portion at all. But a couple things that I do want to bring up real fast, doing a couple of small changes to what we're doing here. Kind of going back to the roots, going back to the basics. And what we're going to do is we're going to go back to the strategies. And please email us any strategies you would like us to shoot videos on, even if it's ones we've already done in the past, over the past year and a half. I can't go through all of our videos and dredge up all of the strategies so I can remember them all. So please, please, please email them to us. And this is how I'm going to do it. Each one is going to be a series of videos. I'm going to do the initial video where I will present the strategy, go over it, analyze it, talk a little bit about the strategy, some of its strengths, some of its weaknesses. And then I will shoot another video or a series of videos. It's going to be 2 or 3 videos of how it stacks up on the statistical likelihood rolls. 15 rolls without a 7, 30 rolls without a 7, 45, and 60. How it would stack up on basically 10 minute to hour and a half long rolls. And that will be split up into 2, sometimes maybe 3 videos, depending on how long it takes. And then after that, I will shoot another video where we will do that particular strategy under some live rolls. Now, the live roll strategies, the live roll videos, those are going to be going on the Patreon site for our patrons. But the other 3 to 4 videos will be on our regular YouTube channel. After that, I'm going to stitch all of them together, except for the live roll, but I'll stitch all the rest of them together into one long video for our daily premiere, where everyone is able to chat with each other and amongst themselves. Hasn't quite gone the way I was hoping it would go, but one unexpected bonus to it is that I have noticed that there's been a lot of chat going on between the fans. So I'd like to continue that, keep that going. So we'll continue doing these premiere videos so that everybody can chat with each other. And I go through the chats and get ideas for videos and stuff like that, because while I'm doing these strategy series, I'm still going to have the other videos in between, plus crossfires and stuff like that when I can get Louie. Thank you, by the way, to West and I believe it was East Coast Craps for the support on today's premiere. We really, really appreciate that. It's going to be very helpful for us to continue growing the channel. And thank you also to everybody for the coffees. Very appreciated. Very, very appreciated. I am living on coffee right now. With all of that being said, sorry for how long it took, we're going to go ahead and jump into today's video. So now let's go ahead and keep taking a look at, again, the most underrated strategy in craps, the press 1 unit. So where we last left off, they just completed the 30 rolls without a 7 under the statistical likelihoods of the numbers rolling, which is a decent to great roll, to a good roll. You know, we're looking at 30 to 40 minute roll right here, so it's definitely very, very, very good roll. So now we're going to look at great to absolutely phenomenal rolls, 45 rolls without a 7 and 60 rolls without a 7. So for the 31 through 45, looking at the 4 and 10, we're going to have the 4 roll 1 additional time, and the 10 is going to roll 2 additional times. Oh no, I'm sorry, I got that backwards. 4 is going to roll 2 additional times. The 10 is going to roll 1 additional time, because they statistically will come 1.5 times. So the 4 will roll twice. Now this is, you're at $30 here, so that's actually a $2 VIG, because you've crossed the courtesy VIG spot. So it's going to pay 58. We're going to go ahead and press it 1 unit. So now we're at 35. This is also a $2 VIG, so now it's going to pay 68. Again, we press it 1 unit, and we collect the rest. So the 5 and 9, they each are going to roll 2 times, right? So 35 is going to pay 49. They can throw in $6 to collect their 50, and then the 5 to press it 1 unit. So 40 is going to pay 56. So they're going to collect the $51, and they're going to go ahead and press up 1 unit again. Now, most press 1 unit players, once they hit the green, they're going to start mid-pressing, or I should say the non-casual press 1 unit player. Pressing 1 unit tends to be the first press that people learn when they learn how to play this game. So if they're new, they may stick to the press 1 unit to infinity, which is fine. It's not a terrible strategy at all, as you're seeing. It's very underrated. But experienced players will play the press 1 unit generally up to the green, and then they might start into some sort of mid-press strategy at that point. But we're going to stick with the 1 unit at a time. So the 6 and 8. 6 and 8 are going to roll 2.5 times each. So we're going to do 3 and 2. Again, we'll catch it up later. So this is going to pay 56. And they're going to 54. $54 is going to pay 63. They're going to go to 60. Actually, we could pay this 65 for 2 just to make it easier. They're going to go to 60. Then 60 is going to pay 70. They can throw in their dollar to press it up to 66. And there we go. So now 2 times on the 8, it's going to pay 56. Press it up to 54. 54 is going to pay 63. 65 for 2. Press it up to 60. Now the 5 and 9, as we said, they're going to roll twice, so this player can throw in $6 so they can collect their 50 and press it up 1 unit. Then it's going to pay 56. They can collect the 51, go up 1 unit. So the 10 in this scenario is only rolling 1 time. So it's a $2 vig, so they can throw in the $2 so they can get paid their $60, press it up 1 unit, collect the other 55. So after 45 rolls out of 7. Now we are looking at between 45 to an hour and 15 minutes for this roll. It's a fairly long roll. "45 minutes to an hour and 15 minutes. And this player, by pressing it 1 unit at a time, has $1,338. What do they have on the table? Well, this gets a little bit trickier. Let's see. We've got 45 here, so we've got 90 here. Let's see, 90, 125, 185, 225. What do we have here? 66, so 225, so 291. They have $291 on the table. I hope I didn't mess that up. Now, again, this is a pretty phenomenal roll. This has gone 45 minutes to over an hour, likely over an hour. This player started out with $96 in action, $96 invested into the shooter. They have $1,338 in their rail. They have made 13 times their initial investment. Again, they have over $1,300. Now, how does this compare to some of the other strategies? Well, the Iron Cross by itself doesn't do anything else, has $521 in the rail, only $61 on the table. The Iron Cross that expands out and then mid-presses has $1,313 in the rail. So this still has collected more money. Hour-long roll, you have collected more money than expanding the Iron Cross and mid-pressing. Now, that player will have the Iron Cross mid-presser will have 965 in action on the table, whereas this player only has 291. But they have collected so much. The mid-press player at this point has collected over $2,000. So the longer the roll goes, the more it favors mid-pressers and power pressers. But again, this player has collected over $1,300. This is why this is such an underrated strategy. So let's look at the final 15 rolls. It brings us up to 60 rolls without a 7. Hour and a half, hour and 45 minutes. Hopefully not 2 hours, but it could conceivably happen. So this time around, we're going to have the 4 roll once and the 10 roll twice. That will bring them up to each other. So what do we have here? We've got 40. That's a $2 vig. $2 vig, and it pays $80. They press it up 1 unit, and they collect. Right here, we've got $45. That's going to pay $63. So the 5 and 9 are going to roll 2 times each. It's going to pay $63. We'll do it this way. Press 1 unit, goes up to 50. And then 50 is going to pay 70. Press it up 1 unit to 55. So the 6 and the 8. So to bring things up to each other, the 6 is going to roll twice and the 8 is going to roll 3 times. So we've got 66 here. 66 is going to pay $77. So have the player throw in a red. And there we go. So now we have 72. 72 is going to pay $84. This time we have the $6 all on our own. And I keep doing that, keep mixing it up. That actually brings the bet up to 78, from 72 to 78. Now the 8. The 8 is going to roll 3 times. 3 times. So 60 is going to pay 70. They can throw in $1 to bring themselves up to 66. 66 is going to pay 77. They can throw in the red, collect the rest. 72 is going to pay 84. Let me swap some of this out real fast. So we're looking at 84. We've got enough to press their bet up without them having to throw anything in. So the 9 is going to roll twice. It's going to pay 63. They can throw in $2 to get paid 65. Collect 60 of it. Press it up 1 unit. Then it's going to pay 70. They can collect. Whoa! They can collect most of it. Go up to 55. So now the 10. The 10 is going to roll 2 times. We're looking at a $2 vig here. 35. It's going to pay 70. Press it up 1 unit and collect. Now 40 is also a $2 vig. It's going to pay 80. Press it up 1 unit and collect. So now this player has now finished catching basically an hour and a half long roll. And I'd say they're pretty happy. If the 7 comes out now, I'd say this player is going to be very ecstatic, having started with $100 at risk. What do they have? $2,230. $2,230. That's pretty darn good. $2,230. It's not too shabby, only pressing it 1 unit at a time, is it? Pretty amazing. And that's why this is so, again, underrated. So I hope you guys find this interesting, enlightening, illuminating, just plain fun. We'll catch you guys next time. Bye now. Thank you everybody for watching today's video. And as promised, a little bit more detail on things that we are working on. So again, we want to continue trying to expand the channel. We're really hoping to be able to add roulette as soon as possible, and then some video keno, video slots, stuff along those lines. Unfortunately, it ate up almost all of our cash, paying off all of our bills during the month of January while we were down. And now that the holidays have ended, YouTube's payouts have dropped significantly. So we're kind of treading water here as far as all that goes. Do have a lot of things we want to add, though. Not just those things, those additional games, and hopefully some carnival games and such like that. But the live streams. The biggest problem right now with the live streams is with 3 jobs combined between the 2 of us, 4 if I include the 20 to 30 hours a week I'm putting into the YouTube channel. It's very, very difficult for me to have a day and time that I can commit to doing the live stream every single week, because we also have our very young child to take care of. But I'm trying to figure that out. I'm thinking it's probably going to end up being on Monday nights or Tuesday afternoons, or possibly both. I intend to do at least 1 live stream exclusively for our patrons, and then another one on the YouTube channel. So possibly both days. We also have a few other things that we really want to attempt to move forward on. I'm just running into to either time or skill set issues. I do want to eventually have a website going for us. I did used to program websites over a decade ago. A lot of things have changed, and I just don't have that time. Not a whole lot of knowledge on the current state of building websites, hosting what sites can host, and how to build up the e-commerce stuff. So if anybody has any skill sets along those lines and would like to answer some questions or just help us out, shoot us an email, sincitylivingLV@gmail.com. Also, I really hope to be able to start adding some exclusive stuff from Sin City Living, logoed shirts, hats. I'm looking to get custom dice made, even custom layouts made, although those would be pretty expensive. But I know zero about e-commerce and drop shipping and anything along those lines. So if you have any skill or knowledge in that area, please email me. I would love to ask you some questions and see if you can answer a few to help me figure out how to get that going. Same thing with designing our logos. I had some logos designed, very, very small logos, unfortunately, not big enough to blow up to put on t-shirts and stuff like that. And again, I know I know nothing about logo design, graphic design, any kind of websites that could do it. I literally know nothing. So if you have any skill or knowledge in that area also, please email me, and you're willing to answer some questions, please email me and let me know. I'll admit I don't even know where to start as far as asking some questions, but I'm sure I'll ask a few, and that'll trigger a few more, so on and so forth. So yeah, there's that, and of course we do hope to continue to improve our AV setup, but I am an AV moron, so also right there, if you have any skill sets or knowledge in that area, please email me, and are willing to answer some questions. Please email me and let me know. We would love to help. Otherwise, again, thank you everybody for watching, and we're very excited to continue bringing you our videos. Bye now.